Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sky
everybody.
Adventures.
Yeah,
we're on an adventure. Isaac,
Nick,
we're on an adventure.
We're on an adventure. Have you been on many adventures in your life, Nick? Like a real adventure, traveling with like a I was going to say with a staff, like you were Gandalf or something, with like a staff, one of those bags.
I'm actually Raven from the children's TV show Raven.
That's so Raven. That makes sense, Nick.
No, not That's So Raven, Isaac. Just Raven. I was also the Raven from That's So Raven.
That makes sense. Have you ever been on like an adventure though, Nick? Like
no.
Those little with carrying one of those like sticks with a bag on the end over your shoulder, with all your worldly possessions
tied
in.
to the stick. Well, I've always wondered what people put in those.
I know,
are they just filled with rocks? Is it just all for show? Just to look like they're carrying something.
I don't know. I feel like you could definitely get some. Like, if you were to do that, Nick, what would you put in there? Because I'm thinking
would put rocks in it so that
So it looked like you had a lot of stuff to take with you. Like, I feel like you could put quite a few things in there, right? You could put in like your phone. You could put in some of those little bottles of like shampoo and conditioner. You could
dry shampoo.
Yeah, you could put in like
pot noodle,
a little pack of playing cards. You could put in all kinds of stuff, Nick, to keep you entertained and occupied as you travel forth.
Your adventure.
Yeah, a power bank so you can charge your iPad and your phone for a couple more days. A map of the world, Nick, if you ever lose, GPS.
Yeah, you know what? It's like those video games, right? Where you're playing as this character and then you've got an inventory.
And it's just infinitely
and then you
massive.
Just pull like a assault rifle out your ass. It's great.
That is the case
Skyrim,
in almost all games.
You pull a battle axe out your thigh. Pull the sword out your crotch. You're sorted, Or,
you are now carrying 48 bowls of soup.
Exactly. Where? Who knows? It's like the regurgitator in real life.
Yeah, that does not make... Have you played Skyrim, Nick? Have you played play a lot of Skyrim back in the day?
I played Oblivion more than I played Skyrim, because I actually owned Oblivion, but I didn't own Skyrim.
Really? I have not played... I didn't play Oblivion at all, but I did play the absolute living, Christ out of Skyrim. I played so much of that game. It came out on my birthday, Nick, the 11th of the 11th, 2011. I wasn't born in 2011, but
I remember
it came
that
out
day.
11,
I was in
11,
English,
11.
And the teacher was like, "Oh, wait, the 11th of the 11th, 2011, and it's this lesson will be at 11:11, so count 11." So I was like, Jesus Christ, please make it stop.
I think I had the exact same experience, Nick, on that day, where one of the teachers was like, 11, 11, 11.
Who didn't, Isaac, who didn't have that experience on that day?
Of course, it's Remembrance Day, right, here in the UK on that day. And so at 11 minutes past 11 or 11, they also have the moment of silence, right? So I think the way that we did it is I was in physics when at 11 o'clock, so we had the moment of silence for Remembrance Day, for the people in World War II. We had that at 11 a.m. And then at 11 minutes past 11, my physics teacher had his watch out, had like a precision timer. And at 11 seconds past 11 minutes past 11th hour on the 11th of the 11th, 2011, he was like, he was quiet. He got everyone's attention. He looked at his watch and then he just like sighed. He was like, you'll never have that again. And everyone was like,
sighs.
Yeah, it was what else are you gonna do? It's just a second in time passed, nothing happened. Like, it's not like the world exploded because of the time. Like, he was just like, oh, there you go, look at that. That was that. It was just a moment that happened, right? Like that's not a moment that you experience, all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like, also, nothing happened. Isaac.
It's true, but it's gonna be like never again in our lifetime is it gonna be 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1, right? Like 11 seconds, 11 minutes, 11 hours on the 11th to the 11th to the 11th. That's like it's all the ones, right? Like 11 picoseconds past the nanosecond or whatever. Like that's not gonna happen.
That's never gonna happen again.
In our lifetime,
the last time that happened, Isaac, was the Big Bang. That was 0, because that's how it works.
Yeah,
and not because of the calendar.
Yeah, okay. The next one's going to be 2222 2222222222
in
because
the
eventually
year 2222.
Yeah, because by that time, we're obviously also going to have 22 months in a year.
Exactly.
And thus we'll be able to go for two.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Like, by then we'll probably have colonized, somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or we'll all be dead.
One of the two.
And by the time that happens, maybe the year is so long that we do need.
Do you think, Nick, if we go to if we ever move to a planet that has more days in its year, that is longer, or that takes a longer amount of time to rotate around the sun, do you think we would, as a society, like implement more months?
Yeah, I think we will. But what I want to know, right, is that what would these months be called, right?
That's a good point. And also, I'm more interested, Nick, in where we would slot them. Do we add them on to the end of the year?
I think
do we add them on after December, or do we slide them in?
We actually replace entirely the system, right? So there was no January, February, March. They're just completely different names.
Oh.
You get me?
You just want to completely overhaul the system, do away with all the names that we have and start new ones. I'm interested. I think an interesting idea would be to slide the names in between, slide new ones in between existing months. And I think a really lazy way to do that would be to just have intermediary months. So January and February, then just in between it put January.
Janu-Feb.
Yeah, it doesn't really work because they both end in the same word. But if you slide something between September and October, you could have Septober, right? Just add a new month in there. Boom.
Yeah.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Slide it in there.
No, you get it. You get it.
Somebody understands, Nick. Somebody gets it.
Somebody understands.
And it's me. Okay. So I can't. Can I have that back, please? No, I can't. I'm trying. No, I need to get this. I'm trying to get my. There we go. I'm trying to pick up the energy condenser so I can hand in this freaking quest. Here we go. Because we did. There is a quest, Nick, for completing the energy condenser. Boom. That is 10 buckaroos right there. How much cash do we have right now, Nick?
You tell me, man. I don't have the wallet, but I think the wallet's in the system.
I think that is true. Do you reckon, Nick, that the wallet has an EMC value? Do you reckon we can just cash
EMC
in?
the entire wallet?
What if?
Yeah.
Do you reckon that the individual? I actually don't have the wallet. Are you sure you don't have the? Oh no, is it in here? Hold on. No, I don't. I don't have the wallet. Do you have the wallet?
I mean, no.
Oh no, it is here. It's just not. It's just not showing up with the search. Never mind. I have it, Nick. I have it. I found it.
All right.
I have found the wallet. So we have got, Nick, a grand total of 50, 60, just over $60, Nick, $62 maybe in total. Which, as it turns out, Nick, is not a whole amount, not a whole lot. And as I came to realize, Nick, between this session and the last one, we cannot actually begin to complete the extra quest that can be turned into multiple times for more money until we have $1,000. I did not see that it takes money to make money investment that you've got to pay down there, Nick. Freaking, it's too real, man. It's too real. It's capitalism in this freaking game. You got a $1,000 freaking down payment before you can start your own business, Nick. It's atrocious. It's ridiculous,
charges these days. What are you going to do?
Exactly. So
we gotta I think that our primary goal should be to try and conjure up $1,000. We're 1/20th way there.
Yes.
Could be better. Could be worse.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. So we're going to try and work towards getting $1,000, so we can then begin to just rake in the cash with those repeatable quest lines, handing in something like liquid XP or honey, or we'll figure that out. But for today, Nick, I would like to start working on a little bit of auto sifting. We haven't done any yet, and if we're going to start mass producing ingots and diamonds and emeralds and all that kind of stuff, I feel like we should start sifting gravel, maybe even also start sifting dust as well. But that's going to get us stuff like yellorium, which we could then potentially use for a big reactor. It also gets us redstone, glowstone, electrotine, blaze powder. You get it, the whole 9 yards.
Electrotime.
So I kind of want to set up some nice big sifting systems, which is what you're working on over here, right? These are
I'm creating a little circle. What you should be ready to do, Isaac, is to branch off this circle, little mini circles, right?
Right.
Something out of maybe Star Wars.
You want my circles to be smaller than this circle?
No, they can be bigger than that circle.
Okay.
That's just the circle to branch.
So you want me to expand out into mini circles that are bigger than the main circle?
Yes.
Okay. That seems insane, Nick, but you know what? I'll let it slide.
Because what's
nice
the point, Isaac, first of all, of having
life? I know, right?
A bigger circle.
Deep question.
A bigger circle, right, in the middle that you're not actually going to put anything on, than the circles on the outside where you are going to put things on.
You don't want me to put anything on that middle circle?
No. Nothing should go on this middle circle.
Oh, I was really wanting to put something on that middle circle.
I mean, if you want to, then go for it, Isaac. You do you.
You caved so quickly on that, Nick. I really thought you were going to put up at least some semblance of a fight.
You do you.
But okay.
You do you.
All right.
Okay. You.
So, I mean, okay. Well, could you... Okay. I want to set up two sifting areas, right? I want 2 areas where I can put 25 sieves. So if you could build me, Nick, 2 circles off of this circle,
right,
where I can put down, that are at least, 5 by 5, so I can put down 25 sieves, that would be grand. Whilst you do that, Nick, I'm going to make 2 mechanical users to enable the auto sifting. And then also we do have to start actually making gravel. And I'm not quite sure what the easiest way for us to do that's going to be, really. I guess we could, pulverize cobblestone. That could work. We could also just, use the energy condenser, obviously. We could get another energy condenser and then just start turning random trash into gravel.
I think we should just, throw, everything into the condenser. We need to create a system where we can literally just pump worthwhile garbage into the condenser and get loads of stuff out. Stuff that's valuable but not really that useful to us. You get
right, okay.
In large quantities.
Yeah, I like it, Nick. I like it. I also think that would be a fantastic name for our podcast.
Worthwhile garbage.
Worthwhile garbage.
Yeah, I'll come up with the original ones here.
I really like that, Nick. I feel like that could take off. What do you reckon?
I think we should rename.
Rename just our real names in real life. I'll call myself Worthwhile. You can call yourself Garbage, and we'll
together we're Worthwhile Garbage.
I think that could work. Yeah,
I'm getting up the Minecraft circle pictures because I've forgot how to do things.
Yeah. The good old-fashioned Minecraft circle pictures. I'm
going to make a 10 by 10, Isaac. I hope you're happy with this.
I mean, again, I only need 5 by 5. It doesn't this size circle you've got here is fine.
Right, I'm going to have an 8 by 8 then.
I need 2 more of these. Essentially, is what I need.
2.
1 minute 37 seconds later.
Excuse me, Nick.
What's
Nick,
up?
Nick,
Hi.
Nick,
Hello.
Nick.
Why? Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah.
Nick.
I'm coming.
Nick.
What's up?
Nick. So, I said, all I need is this right here. Somewhere that I can put down a 5 by 5 of sieves, and you come over here and you build a freaking even wide platform. The only friggin' shape
I was following the circle pictures.
Platform.
Minecraft circle pictures. They don't have odd numbers.
This is all I needed, Nick. You did it. This is all I wanted. Why did you have to change it?
Oh, Christ. Oh, shucks. Right. Oh. Right, hold on. Right, no, this is going to happen.
God damn it.
Here it comes.
Oh, I can never win, Nick. I can never win.
Oh, no. Oh, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. No, abort.
So do you think we would actually... So you think if we were to move to... And first of all, Nick, I guess my initial question is, what do you reckon the time frame is on humans leaving Earth?
21.
That's soon.
100.
Really?
Yeah.
You think we're less than 80 years, or just over 80 years away?
I think
from leaving. So you think you might see humans leave
there was
the planet?
a small possibility, yeah. that
And like,
we might see it.
I mean, like, legitimately live on a different planet, like not just visit other planets, but like
I'm saying 2100.
2100. That's an interesting guess, Nick. I think that you are way off.
Yeah.
Like, I would posit that you are very. There's no way that we are out of here in the next 80 years. Like, I think that's way too
I reckon
soon.
it's going to be successful. The successful mission will be in place, and it will have happened by 2100.
Considering that we haven't like yet had anybody like stand on Mars, I cannot see us living there in the next 80 years, Nick. That seems crazy.
I'm saying 2100s.
Okay, your money's on 20. I'd give you good odds on that, Nick, because I think that is a crazy bet. But you know,
right, good.
Who knows? Maybe it will work. Unlikely, but it might happen. It won't, but it could. You know, so
yeah, so it will.
Maybe, but probably not. But maybe. But
well, when do you think it'll happen?
Like, I don't think we'll see it. Like, I don't think like in our lifetime we will see humans living on another planet. You know, like for like with no intention of coming back. Right? Like that's kind of the key bit there, right? Because obviously I could see people going and staying there for a month, staying there for 6 months, maybe like a year, multiple years, but I don't see within our lifetime like the possibility of humans leaving Earth with the intention of never coming back. You know, with the intention being that we're going to go live here. Not necessarily, because there will be humans who go like to Mars, knowing that they won't come back, but that's because they're going to die on Mars. But I don't see any humans going away thinking they're going to live on Mars in our lifetime. I think, Nick, that it's probably like, I think like 2250 at the earliest.
2250
would be my guess. You know, I was going to push
go back 250 years, Isaac. It was, the late 1700s when the printing, like, well, that's when like the Industrial Revolution was just like, that's when people were like, you know, working in factories, like mechanical, mechanical.
But we still work in factories, and we're still, you know, it's not like we're still on Earth. Look at the
difference between 1750 and now. In fact, look at the difference between 1950 and now, Isaac.
Yeah. There's a big difference, Nick, but at the end, like, what we have new iPhones. Like, it's not a drastic difference. Like, when it comes to leaving,
we didn't have mobile phones in 1950, Isaac.
I know, and I think that in the year 2100, Nick, we will have even better iPhones. But
I'm sure we will.
I don't think that we're gonna have like. I don't think we're gonna have left, Nick. Technology moves fast. I don't think that it moves that fast. You know,
I reckon it will be there.
Okay, well, jot people watching, jot that down. You know, jot down the year 2100 and 2250. And if you live that long, if you live to see humans leave Earth, then let us know who was
Then you
closer.
owe me 20 quid.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
owe one of us 20 quid, depending on who was closer. And that's every single one of you, not collectively, right? Every single person watching owes us £20 come the day that we leave, whichever one was closer. There you go.
I've grown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
You've grown? How tall are you now?
I've grown a rubber tree. I've grown some rubber trees. So now I think I've just got to wait for them, don't I, to get balls on them, to grow some balls.
Oh, you're doing Industrial Craft 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. No, they should grow with balls, honestly.
Did you grow with balls?
I think they do grow with balls, yeah. You can... So, where you at, Nick? Where you at?
I'm by the temple.
My fan. All right. Okay, so I mean, like, you might want to bring that inside, Nick, just because there's not a lot of space out there.
I'll put one inside.
Yeah, here you go. I've got some dirt for you, Nick. I'll put some dirt
down.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Grow some balls.
But like, so if you grow it, what should happen is, Nick, we shear the tree. It should... Okay, so cut this one down and grow again.
Where's my hatchet? I don't have one. Use my fist.
Yeah. Use your fist, Nick. When in doubt, use your fists.
All right.
So
you want another one?
Plop another one down, yeah.
Bear with, I don't actually have any saplings. Do you have any saplings?
Oh, yeah, I do have 6. Here we go. Never mind.
All right. There you go.
So, what should happen is I'm fairly certain that they normally grow with the little knobbly ends on. Like with like right here. Here it is. Like this side.
Oh, I see. All right.
So if you have a tree tap, Nick, you can tap that tree, and
I'm going to tap the tree on
and extract its juice.
Let me get some words.
Yeah, so I'm going to throw these saplings at you, Nick. Your best...
All right.
Also, I'm going to put them in my transmutation table first so we can get more of them. So your best idea here is just going to be to try and grow as many of them as you can, especially because the ones from Industrial Craft 2, the rubber trees, they grow instantly, so they always grow in one bone meal. So having multiple of those is going to make life a lot easier, Nick. Also, I would very much so like a jetpack here, so I'm going to try whip one of those up real quick, although I'm not confident that we're going to be able to get... maybe we will. Maybe. Possibly. One thing I do want to do actually real quick, Nick, is I want to try and set up a little grass or dirt platform somewhere so we can maybe try and start spawning in some animals, some cows, some sheep, some chickens, etc.
Exactly.
So I'm going to do that as well. When do you reckon the first man will touch Mars?
That's
a different question, because that's
a different question.
There are people working on that.
Yeah.
Right now.
I think not too far away,
Really? If you were to guess a year,
I'd say.
You think do you reckon we'll do it a full 100 years after the moon landing? Do you reckon we'll go 2069?
Yeah, 2068. Yeah, it's 2069, 2068, whatever it was.
That's when Elon Musk will choose to land. That'd be crazy, right? That it took us a full... See, that's what kind of pushes me to think that we won't be on Mars within the next... we won't live on Mars by 2100. If it takes us to 2069 to land, you think that within 30 years we will have...
speculative. We're not actually going to land in 2069.
Right, but if we did, I asked you when you think we'd land, and you said 2069.
Yeah, well, the reason is that in the 60s, there was a massive boom in innovation because of the Cold War and the space race and etc.
Yeah. I think it was because of ego, right? More than anything else. Just to be able to say that you were the ones who got to the moon first. I think there's no real incentive to go to Mars.
No, which is what I'm saying. I wouldn't want to go, right?
That's the thing. I think most people wouldn't want to go. And no governments are currently working on getting to Mars, right? At least not that we know of, I don't think. Not publicly. So I don't see it. You know what I mean? I don't see it. Unless there's a dire situation coming to Earth that most countries agree on, I don't think that large amounts of money are going to be pumped into going to Mars, or especially living on Mars, right? So, I don't know, Nick. I think you might be right about us landing on Mars by 2069, but if that's the case, then I feel like we're definitely not going to be living on Mars by 2100, right?
Well, maybe we'll see. We'll see.
We will see.
When I'm up there, Isaac, saying, "Ha got you there."
When you're cashing in all of those $20 bills from everybody who's watching right now. Yeah, that'll be the day, Nick.
You're going to be the one with egg on your face.
I will. Where do you reckon that saying comes from, Nick? Do you reckon?
I reckon someone had a bet. And they were like, haha, if I win, I get to throw an egg at you with full force.
Yeah, I was thinking, do you reckon it has anything to do with heckling maybe? Maybe it's a case that
in the olden days.
Yeah, if you were bad on stage, people would throw things at you. Maybe they'd throw eggs, you get egg on your face.
Actually.
And it's you got egg on your face because you were, embarrassingly bad. You piece of fucking garbage.
Come on, Isaac. You've got to say it in a classic tone.
Do I?
Ye old actors was a piece of ye f***ing garbage shit. That's what you got to do,
Is that how they spoke?
That's how they spoke. That's how they spoke in 1993.
Whereabouts are we in this? Oh boy, have you ever heckled, Nick? Have you ever been to a comedy show?
No,
and
I ever heckled.
I don't know, Nick.
They call it something else, don't they, in comedy shows these days?
I don't know. I think it's called heckling.
They call it heckling.
Yeah, you can heckle a comedian.
I know. I thought they called it a different thing, though.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Well, clearly not.
To the best of my knowledge, they call it heckling.
Right.
I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure that's what they call it still. But no, you never. Have you ever been to a comedy show? Nick, you ever seen someone like stand up comedy?
Not live. Not live.
Really? Not live.
I've always been a bit. Well, okay. So the big time ones, no, but I guess I would. The small time ones, like little gigs, how comedians start out. Like I'd be too scared. What if it's really bad? I'd be cringing like nothing else.
That is a great name for a stand up comedian.
What's that?
Little gigs.
Little gigs, yeah.
I want it. Or a musician, really,
or a
actually.
rapper,
I could see,
because gigs exist.
Yeah.
So it could just be like a,
Oh, Nick, I want
gigs.
little gigs.
It's like you've got all the Lils, right? You've got Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
More recently, you got Lil Pump.
Yeah. Lil Mix.
Lil Mix. All those rappers.
Yeah, no, I could see.
You've got Little Woods. The shop.
Yeah, Lil Woods.
Little Woods. Yeah. You've got Little as well.
You've got Little, yeah. All the big names in the rapping industry. I think, Nick, I have what it takes to make these freaking mother trucking jetpacks. The good news is that they have EMC. So once I have one jetpack, I can make you one with legitimately just like
good. Really
with
good.
just a duplication, Nick. So nice and easy. I can also put everything on the way to the jetpack in there as well, like the reactant dynamo that I have to make here. I can put that in there. The freaking redstone transmission coils, I can put those in there. The whole 9 yards, Nick. Everything that needs to be learned can go in there. Everything, all of it. It's so nice.
Right, the MFV's just made stuff get realising because I need crushed diamonds, I need redstone.
Yeah, the MFV is it's a beast of a crafting recipe, Nick. It requires
all kinds.
It requires some stuff. Yeah,
needs gold cable. No messing about. Gold cable.
Gold cable.
Gold cable.
You want any? You want any
about.
Are you a jewellery wearer, Nick? Do you wear a lot of jewellery?
No, I don't really. The most I wear is a watch, and I don't even wear a watch that often. So that's a no from me. I don't wear 6 rings and 43 chains, Isaac, like some people. And I don't have solid platinum teeth either. As much as the consensus may be, if you ask them about me,
Yeah, most people do say
actually.
Nick. Yeah. He seems like the kind of guy who would do that. I feel like you could maybe pull off, Nick, like a gold chain, like a really big, overly extravagant gold chain. Yeah. Just maybe. Really, flex with the gold chain. I feel like you could pull that off.
Post Malone would,
Does Post Malone flex a lot?
He talks about it as well, all the time. Right.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you listen to much Post Malone?
I as in listen to him talk or listen to his music?
Listen to his music.
I listen to a little bit of Post Malone, Nick. Usually the more popular songs are what I listen to. I haven't listened to one of his albums back to back yet. But no, he's a big flexer.
Yeah, he talks about it all the time. He's just he does yoga all the time. He's just extremely flexible.
Yeah, that makes sense. Have you ever tried yoga? Nick, have you ever tried?
No.
What about yogurt?
I like yogurt.
You tried it?
But I don't like yoga.
Right. Have you tried yoga, or are you just are you outright just writing it off without having ever tried it?
What yoga?
Yoga.
Well, I've seen my mum try it. Well, I've seen my mum try it. My mum does it, right?
Right, yeah, okay.
And to be honest, I look at that and I'm just like, you know what? If I try and lift my leg up, I'll probably rip my muscle in half. So I'm just, not going to do it.
So you've never tried it, Nick? You're throwing it to the wayside.
Under the bus.
Having never even tried it.
Correct.
Oh.
How'd you feel?
I feel hurt, Nick. As somebody who has also never tried yoga.
It's a yoga master.
It's true.
All the time.
It's true. In my free time, I spend all of my free time just practicing yoga, Nick. I'm actually training to become a yoga guru. That's what they call masters of yoga here where I live.
Masters of yogurt.
Masters of yogurt, yeah. I'm aiming to become a master of yogurt, Nick. I get a badge.
A yogurt guy?
I am a yogurt guy, Nick. Yeah. I have on my desk right now, Nick, an empty Activia strawberry yogurt that I ate this morning, Nick. It was freaking delicious. I loved it.
Dan on.
How are you not a yogurt guy, Nick? Are you not?
No, I am. I'm happily having
you're
yogurt.
also to the yogurt guy.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, happily. Do
Oh,
you
I
hear
know.
this in my voice?
I hear it, Nick.
Happily.
Yeah. So happy.
I'm so happy.
So I'm also making a energetic infuser, Nick. So I've got the jetpacks, the 2 jetpacks. Nick. We have 1 each. They are the worst tier of jetpack you could possibly imagine.
Good.
You'll be glad to know. You know, they are.
Are they? They're not the ones that explode, are they?
No, they're not. Okay, no, they're not that.
Jetpack.
They're not that bad. No,
Okay.
the potato jetpacks. They're not that terrible. But they are pretty bad. Still,
they're up
I don't
there.
even know if you can. I think they took the potato jetpacks out, Nick. I think they removed
were
them
that
from
bad.
the pack. Oh, I did like them though, Nick. If they were in, I would have actually made them. Let me check here. Jetpack at Simply. Yeah, no, it looks like they've been removed. Unfortunately, it saddens me greatly, Nick, to see the just some of the best and most innovative ideas of our time get thrown to the wayside like that. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. It's
Brings a tear to my eye.
It does, Nick. It brings a tear to my eye as well. You know, my eye is a little itchy.
Yeah, that's henceforth.
Big old tear. Yeah.
Big old massive ass tear.
Why do you reckon like we don't wash our eyeballs?
What, like with water?
Yeah, like you wash.
Because I guess because we
almost
constantly
every part of your
blink,
body.
that they get washed like multiple times a minute. You know? You're not feeling it?
I'm not feeling it, Nick. No, I feel like as humans we should invent like a little like sponge on a stick that you can like rub against
Like the
your eyeball
equivalent
when
of
you're in the shower.
toothbrushing.
Yeah,
Well, that would just
exactly.
damage your cornea.
Well, I mean, like there's saliva going around your mouth all the time, Nick. Surely that's there to partly to clean the teeth, you know, to kind of like clear
Kind
off
of.
some of the. So, like, why do we brush our teeth?
Well, because our teeth, we eat. We don't put things in our eyes.
But your
like
eye is constantly
food.
getting hit by like wind and little particles, and you know, as you're walking, you know, down the street, you know, your eyes are exposed to so much stuff, you know. And think about all the stuff they see. Like, holy heck, they see some crazy
I do
things.
actually wash my eyes. I'm not going to lie to you.
Do you have a little brush, like a little tiny sponge?
I've got a little brush.
A little tiny eye brush.
I do wash my eyes because I have loads of I put drops in them regularly to wash them out, and I have an eye bath. Right?
Okay.
So you put some of this eye bath liquid in this like cup shaped thing that's kind of almost the shape of your eye, and you put it on your eye, and then you bend your head, you tilt your head back,
Yeah.
and it like washes your eye out. Yeah. Because I have an eye with quite a few like health problems.
Right. I'm picturing like an eye
as a
with
result,
like a walking
I
stick.
need to wash it.
It's in a wheelchair. Go on.
Yeah. I wash it more than, the average Joe would wash their eye. So I wash my eye. So, but you weren't expecting that.
I wasn't, Nick. No, actually, no.
You-
But
You bet you were
appreciate it,
bamboozled
Nick.
by that one.
you know, you're putting in the work for good eye health. You know, something that I feel is
Just for one of them.
sorely
Just to my
lacking
left.
in our society. You know, so many people just blatant disregard for eye safety. That's Apple safety right there.
Yeah.
Okay, such blatant disregard, and it needs to be fixed. It needs to be rectified. Do you?
I agree.
Would you? Okay, it's been a very hypothetical session today, Nick. But like, if you were given the option, like if someone came to you and said, "Hi, Nick, how's it going?
Yeah.
I'm a doctor. I'm a I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
And they looked, a little wacky, but they looked like they could be a doctor. And they said to you, "Hey, I've got this. I've developed this technique to where you can safely remove your eyeball and put it back in at any time."
Why would I want to do that? Why? Why? Well, for the back. You know what? Ooh, it's a bit bright in here. Remove my eyeball.
I mean, a few reasons, Nick. One, like I'm sure you've had an eyelash in your eye before now. Like it's not a fun
plenty of
experience.
times.
You get an eyelash in your eye and you got to like try and get it out. Sometimes you can't, and then you got an itchy eye. You know, if you could just pop it out, you could just take a look at it all around, and then take the eyelash off. Easy peasy. No difficulty whatsoever. Alternatively, Nick, you could, if you wanted to wash the entire eye, just to stay hygienic, stay healthy, keep the mobility as high as it can be. You could just pop the eye out, just pop it out and then give it a quick wash. Easy peasy. Like if it was if you were having trouble sleeping and there's like a street lamp that you can see in the corner of your eye, or if it's a bit bright outside, or if it's the middle of the day and you want to get a quick nap, you can just pop your eye out and your dreams come flooding in, Nick, because it's so dark. I feel like there's a big market for being able to remove your eyes.
Yeah, I mean, you can also get sleeping masks for that purpose,
but like they don't block out 100% of light.
Right. What about like blackout ones?
Even then, not 100%.
What about putting yourself in one of those desensory, those sensory chambers?
Yeah, the sensory deprivation chambers.
That's the
only way, Nick, to fully and completely remove all vision is to remove the eyes.
Right.
Temporarily.
Well, what I'd say is no, because I'm not that, of a wet wipe. So
you wouldn't take this guy up on his offer to he's offering you free of charge.
Is this guy like, what's his name? Is his name like, Dr. What's his name? Isaac.
His name is Dr.
Gregory.
I'm not gonna know. His name is Dr. Greg.
All right.
MD.
Greg MD.
Dr. Greg MD. OBE.
OBE. So he's done well for himself. Here is Greg.
His OBE is for television. It's not for being a doctor. He got his OBE for being on a TV show.
I'll be a bit worried, to be honest, Isaac.
Would you?
Very worried. Do we have quick question? Do we have an ingot cast for the smeltery?
Oh, I'm an idiot, Nick.
No,
I'm an idiot. Oh gosh, the comment sections are gonna roast me about this.
What have you done?
Oh, I've set up this whole system thinking we had the mechanical user, and we don't have the mechanical user, Nick. So we can't automate sifting with the mechanical user's been disabled. I made 2 mechanical miners thinking these are mechanical users, but that's not how that works. So I don't think there's actually any way to automate sifting whatsoever in this pack. At least from what I can see here. So that's something we just can't do, I guess. But I guess again that makes sense. I guess the idea was you're supposed to work with EMC. So well, these sieves are a bit useless, but we'll find other uses for those islands, I guess, eventually. But I mean, I guess I got the jetpacks made in this time, but I didn't get the sieving system didn't work out as intended. But no, you wouldn't take that that offer.
No,
the eyeball thing. Not. You wouldn't want that extra functionality. Like it's like nothing changes. It's just extra functionality. Here you go. That's things, by the way. Also, Nick, like if you
well, it would make quite a party trick. To be fair,
it would. Yeah, it'd be a hell of a party trick.
Also, quick question: How many ingots makes the block for this? Well, it would just be 9, wouldn't it, for the smeltery, right?
So 9 ingots will make 1 block. Yeah. Did you use the smeltery, Nick? What did you use the smeltery for?
I made some invar, Isaac. Some nickel.
Of course. How did that go, Nick? Was that a fun time?
Went well. I made induction smelter as a result.
Oh, nice. So we can. You handed that in, the induction smelter quest?
Yeah, it's handed in.
Quest? Oh, look at that, Nick. We're getting there slowly but surely. We've completed a couple of quests, Nick. We could probably actually hand in a couple of mob quests real quick, actually. Oh, no, we can't. Yeah, all of our mob drops are being automatically recondensed, right? I'm going to turn the condenser off real quick, Nick. Because, like, the mob quest, it wants us to have 16 bones, 16... we can just make them, right?
Just make them. Just make them.
Yeah.
As long as you got one.
Freaking just make them. Just make them. Okay, so... Yeah, let's do that, Nick. Let's do that. Do you want to pull out like 16 bones, 16 rotten flesh, 16 ender pearls?
16 rotten flesh, yeah, sure.
Oh, we don't have bones saved. What?
Oh, wow, yeah, I don't have bones saved. We do have bones. Do we have any bones? We do have bones.
Ah, yeah, we do. I'll request one real quick. Submit. There we go. Oh, what would we do?
16 rotten flesh out.
What would we do without this freaking pipe system, Nick, right?
I know, right?
What would we be doing without that system?
I've not got ender pearls saved, though.
I think I do have ender pearls saved.
All right.
Do you want to save bones real quick? I've up to bone for you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think like between episodes, Nick, we just need to go through and just
save everything.
Yeah, make sure that we've got everything on. So there we go. Do we need 16 ender pearls or is it less? It's 8, but I've got 16
it's
anyway.
Just 8. Yeah,
there we go. Complete. And then, do we have any spider eyes?
I think I've come across them in the system.
I don't see any.
Oh, actually, no, I have them saved, I think.
Oh, really?
I have them saved.
Oh, yeah. Nice. You'll pull some spider eyes out then? Complete that quest, Nick? Oh. It
Here
even
we
tells
go.
you how many you've got like ready to go there. Just banging
Here we
out the
go.
quest, Nick. So I actually don't know, Nick, if you've ever played with the Woot mod.
The woot mod.
The Woot mod, W-O-O-T. If you type in @Woot, it's essentially a mod that lets you set up mob spawners that don't require mobs. So, like, you know how the Void Ore Miner can produce ores without actually physically having ores to take? You know, it just makes them. The Woot spawner, it's a big multi-block structure that you make, kind of like the Void Ore Miner, or maybe like a Blood Altar from Blood Magic or something like that. It's a big multi-block altar, and then you could specify which mob drops you want to get from it. You know, so you can be like, set up a tier 5 skeleton Woot spawner that will just drop skeleton drops. You know, it just takes in power and produces skeleton drops, or takes in, you know, power and produces with the skeleton drops and all that kind of stuff. So it's a way of having like less laggy mob spawners, right? So you don't have to actually physically spawn the mobs in, and they're also more reliable. You can specifically pick which ones you want. You can add like looting upgrades to it, XP upgrades to it, efficiency upgrades to it, all kinds of stuff, Nick. It's pretty cool.
Super spawners.
That's the next, if you look back in the quest book, that's the next thing that we start on under the mob section.
So
hammer
that's
there.
what your hammer is.
Your hammer, yeah, your hammer is the Woot mod, going over to the Stygian iron ingots and the iron anvil, and down from there, yeah, the factory controller and the factory heart. Those are all Woot items that you can make. So yeah, that's Woot that we'd have to start with. But yeah, I feel like we could. I feel like we can make, like, honestly, Nick, I feel like we're not that far away from being able to like craft everything in these systems. Like, I feel like we're gonna be able to actually burn through this incredibly quickly.
Pretty well.
I think next time, Nick, what we should probably look towards doing, because really I feel like all this pack wants is for us to set up the biggest EMC exploit that we can. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And then we can get on with our own business.
And then we can just craft, right? We could just craft away everything that we want to craft. And so I think that's kind of really what we want to do. So yeah, I think next time we should maybe come back. Let us know in the comment section if you have ideas for really stupidly overpowered EMC exploits that we can take advantage of. Because we will look at those and set those up. I'm sure people have already given plenty of suggestions, Nick, for stuff that we could do. And I'm sure people have already ridiculed our EMC generation setups for being subpar in their current form, Nick. But for now, I think that's a good place to wrap up for today. As always, if you did enjoy the video, guys, be sure to like. It really does help out a lot. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you're new here to get notified as soon as new videos go out. We're getting close, Nick. It's not quite there yet, but we're slowly creeping up on that 100,000 subscriber mark. And I am ready for that silver play button, Nick. And looking at recent statistics, like 70% of the people who watch these videos are not subscribed. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how you find these videos, but if you're watching,
please subscribe. Please subscribe.
So you
and
get
hit the
notified.
bell button.
It's free to subscribe and hit the bell button. Nick's even got a physical bell that he can ding.
I don't know where that is, actually. I need to find it. Where's the physical bell? I've not had that out in months.
We need the physical bell so that people know to subscribe. But yeah, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.